YouTube, what's going on? My name is Argon. Welcome back to some Fortnite action. Today I got some gameplay for you from the new game mode that came out over the last week or so called BLITZ. Hopefully you guys had a chance to play it. I'm playing with a couple of my IRL friends. They're on PC, I'm on console. That was an experience in and of itself. I've been doing some more of that lately. I'm going to get into that in a few more videos here in the near future, but I know I haven't been uploading a lot lately, guys. I don't know, I'll probably make a video on that as well, just because I'm just kind of riding this thing out, seeing how things go. But either way, I'm here to tell you guys about BLITZ, what I thought, how I think it would change a game, how I think it needs to be implemented in the future game, you know, updates, whatever. So hopefully you do enjoy the video in the background. It is a pretty aggressive gameplay. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, guys, and make sure you subscribe if you're new. But in case you didn't have a chance to play BLITZ mode and you're missing out on it for some reason, I don't know, but basically it was this. The intent of the game was to really speed things up, really make things aggressive, fast-paced, whatever. Basically what happens is when you drop, it takes 30 seconds for the bus to pass over the map. By the time the bus clears the map, it's already got the storm moving in. Now normally I think there's 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes before, it's about 3 minutes before the storm starts, and then 2.5 minutes till it goes to the first circle. Now in this case you have 0 time for it to go towards the first circle, and that first, I don't even think you get the full 2.5 minutes. It's like 2 minutes something. Everything's a lot faster, but in order to combat that, guys, what they've done is they've increased the rate that all the loot would drop, and they've increased the amount of supply drops that land, and most importantly, whenever you're farming for material and all that, initially it was doubled. They came back and reduced it a little bit because they said people were taking way too much material. Personally, I kind of liked it the way it was originally, but either way, after the first 2 circles, all the circles start just moving in. It's called concentric for those of you that didn't pay attention in math. That basically means every circle after the 3rd circle has the same center point, so it just keeps shrinking on itself. So normally in a normal game, if you guys notice, the circle kind of moves around within the next circle I should say moves around within the current circle and just keeps shrinking till the very end, till the storm finally closes. In this case, when you get down to, like, normally it would be the 6th or 7th circle, I don't know. Once that time expires, you won't even see a next circle. It instantly just, the map shrinks, the storm shrinks all the way down into itself, and there's almost always going to be at least 2 people there, sometimes more, and it's just a mad dash to see who gets the final kill. Like, this is the only game mode where consistently the final kill ends up being inside the storm. It's pretty crazy. And on top of that, like, near the end of the game, the last few circles, it just goes super fast, man. There's like 30 seconds between circles. It's just insane. It's really nuts, and it's really fun. Hopefully you guys had a chance to play it. Like I said, it just makes everything faster. The maximum time on a game is 15 minutes, and it almost always goes that length because that's never long enough, and it's just a blast. So what it does is it takes the normal game mode and makes it just insanely fast, and makes you have to build a lot. It just takes a lot of the things out of the game that were kind of slowing it down, like having to get good loot, having to get a lot of material. That comes out of the game almost instantly. Usually you can get 1 kill and you get all the material you need for the rest of the match, and you're going to be building like crazy because you don't have to worry about material. It's really, really fun. Jump pads are way more common. So all this was geared towards making the game fast. When they released the details on what this mode would be, I'm like, this game mode, it's going to be fun. It's going to be the best game mode they've ever released. It's going to make the game be amazing. It was released in solos and squads, and I got to tell you, solo BLITZ is exactly the way the game should be played. Now, I'm going to go ahead and come back a little bit. I'm going to say there's a few tweaks like I would like to see. Now, as an LTM, a limited time mode, this game mode is pretty cool. It's pretty straightforward. I do like it for a temporary thing. However, if you're talking long term, I would love to see some of the aspects of this game mode incorporated into the full game. And what that comes down to, for me at least, is the material collection. I've noticed a big drop off in material collection since the turbo building update, I want to say, because people are just building way more. So when you do get a kill, you're not really getting a lot of material off somebody. And I found myself really low on materials near the end of a match, in a big match, especially in squads or duos. That's really unfortunate. I want to be able to farm quick, get a lot of material, and get to building. The whole point of this game is to build, and if you're being handicapped because you can't get materials, then you're really defeating the purpose of the game, in my opinion. So I would definitely keep the building or the farming and all that the way that it was for BLITZ. I actually liked the way it released. I don't have any problem with having full mats at 900 or within the first 30 or 60 seconds. Like, I don't have a problem with that at all. You know what I mean? And if they want to do that for me, I'm 100% down. Or at least raise the cap of how much material you can carry. That would be cool too, because I don't want to have to worry about not having material. You know what I mean? I want to be able to build as much as I want. And I'm not talking about spamming walls and just defending myself. I'm talking about being aggressive, ramping, and building up and having build battles, like that kind of stuff. That's what I want to be able to do. I think that's what makes the game super fun. So I would definitely keep that aspect of it in Fortnite Battle Royale, where we actually keep the maximum amount of material farming that they had increased. That was super good. The loot, I'm cool with. I like the way they did it. I didn't notice an insane amount of loot increase like it was with all gold mode. Like that was a lot of loot. But in this case, you're still getting all the weapons. It's just... you just get more chests more frequently, so I didn't really notice too much of a difference. I think that's probably because I usually drop at main cities anyway, so those always have plenty of loot, and for me it wasn't really a big deal. I definitely found myself in a lot of situations not getting a gun, so I think it's cool. I don't mind, you know, as long as you can drop and get a weapon fast enough and give yourself a chance to defend yourself against somebody nearby. I love that idea. So for me, the way that they set up the loot was pretty sick. I'm down with it. At the same time, if they went back to the way it was, I wouldn't really have noticed a difference, to be honest with you. Apparently, what they did was all floor loot spawns went to 100% spawn. So, in case you don't know, whenever there's something you just see out on the floor, that location where you see it, that's a floor loot spawn. So either it will be there or not there in the map. So it's not like there'll be random places where there's new stuff spawning and other times it's not. It's not like that. It's always the same location. Like if it's in a house, it's always going to be in that one spot. It's either they're going to be there that round or it's not. And in the case of Blitz, they just turned all the floor loot spawns onto 100%. So if there was a gun there ever, there will always be a gun there. So that's kind of nice. Like, at least you know you can go somewhere for a gun. And then of course the chests they made where they should be there more frequently, but definitely I found places where chests were, you know, not there where they were supposed to be. Supply drops I noticed a lot more. I opened more supply drops in Blitz mode than I think I've opened the entire time of playing Fortnite. So for me, that was pretty cool. I got a chance to get to some supply drops. I also got a chance to see some glitch supply drops, but whatever. Either way. So the one thing I will say that they got right about the storms in Blitz was as soon as the bus clears, the storm starts moving in. Now, I wouldn't say start it that quickly, because here's the problem. Ever since the map update and Tilted Towers got put in, everything really slowed down. Like half the map goes to Tilted Towers and everybody else spreads out all over the place. And if you ever notice, I've mentioned this in a previous video before, but if you look at old gameplay, say from, I don't know, November or December, just look up anybody's videos. I've got videos. If you look up what occurs in the first circle, you get maybe 65 to 70 people left after the first circle. Now, ever since this new update, you get like 45 people after the first circle. That is just... There's a lot of people dying really quick, and it really slows the game down, and that's no fun. I do like that they reduced the amount of time that it took for that first circle to start forming. I don't think they should go that drastic the way they did now. Maybe 60 seconds for that first circle to start moving. That way, if you do land in an obscure area, you can just grab some loot and go. The way that it is set up now, there's absolutely no way you can land at like Snobby Shores. If the circle's anywhere away from there, you're just not going to make it back to where you need to be. So give us a little bit of time to loot and get the heck out of there, but definitely not the way it is right now. You got 5.5 minutes to get to the first circle. Like that's just half the people are dying, and then you just get a slow match after that. Like it's really hard to get a lot of kills nowadays just because of that, without like going to Tilted and then, you know, having to win out. That's really the best way to get a lot of kills. I really enjoyed Blitz. I really like playing it in solos because I do like the aggression. I do like the fact that I don't have to worry about, you know, a lot of stuff. I can just keep rushing. I would like the final circles to kind of slow down. I'm a big supporter of once you get a lot of really cool loot, I want the game to last because I want to enjoy my gold scar. I want to enjoy my RPG. I want to enjoy my unlimited material and ammo. You know what I mean? I hate when you finally get good loot and then the game ends in like another 2 minutes. That just sucks. You spent the whole game with a common AR and barely any materials and no shield, and now you're fully stacked and the game's about to end. Like I do like ending the game nice and slow so that, you know, you get some time enjoying your fun loot that you just earned or got or killed somebody for. So that part with the storms, at least I do wish they would extend it back. I kind of like the way that they do the storms now with the base game, where there's a lot of time between final storms and they shrink. Gives you a chance to kind of get the lay of the land, plan a strategy out for a final 1v1 or 1v1v1, whatever it is, and it doesn't make it some mad dash to like, I don't know what. Because the other thing too about the final storms, guys, it takes a lot of the meta out when it comes to shielding and bandaging. Like when the last storm, between the last two storms is only 25 seconds, you don't have a chance for a med kit or barely a chance for bandages. So if you're lucky, you get a slurp juice, maybe you can pull off a chug jug, but odds are you're not going to get a chance to heal it all. And that really takes a lot of the meta out of the game. I don't like that. I do want to keep some strategies, some of that kind of healing meta in the game. I think that makes the game more interesting, more intriguing, more challenging, more layers to the actual way you play it, rather than just rushing, and whoever runs out of health first loses. That part, I think they need to go back to the original storm timing, but the first end of the storms, like the first 2 storms, I'm cool with them speeding that up, because that definitely keeps people moving towards the center of the map. They got to grab loot and go, and then move in and hopefully get in more engagements and get more kind of fun gameplays. So that's it for me, guys. That's my opinion on Blitz mode in Fortnite Battle Royale. What's your opinion? Let me know in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Do you want to see it come back? What are you excited for next? Just let me know. I want to get in on those comment actions. You know what I mean, guys? So anyway, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're not following me on social media, the links are down in the description below. And as always, guys, my name is Argon, and may you never die to a bush. Peace.